coverage now. Evacuations have not been lifted for the 117 fire, but many property owners in the Hanover area, they are getting a closer look at the damage caused by that wildfire.
Reporter Andy Cohen continuing our coverage, speaking with some of them today. He's live along the fire line. Andy, what did you have?
Yeah, guys, this is the landscape just the charred black prairie, and it stretches for miles and miles east of us, south of us, north of us, all caused by those strong gusting winds yesterday here on the 117 fire. One of the big priorities for folks today was getting the power poles that were damaged by the fire stood back up so that the power could be on. You see out here, a lot of property owners have well water, and those wells depend on electric pumps to get the water out of the ground. So without the power, you've got no electricity and no water. At the Hanover Community Church, cold drinks and snacks are on the menu for first responders working to put out the flames of the 117 fire.
What we've been given, we're just trying to share, and people are welcome to bring stuff here, and the school will be open later on to accept things.
The house of worship was right in the path of the flames. Volunteers worked with firefighters to save the buildings.
And they called it the parting of the Black Sea. It went around the church, and 10 people were here watering everything, trying to get the trees to keep from burning.
With the edge of the fire pushing further east, utility crews rushed in overnight to try and restore power so that people could turn on the pumps to their water wells. Brian Woolard credits good fire mitigation for saving his home and his animals. But some of his other properties weren't so lucky.
We lost a barn with our heavy equipment and our tractors, rototillers, that sort of stuff, and my workshop, you know, with all my tools and that sort of thing.
Despite the losses many here have suffered, they are more concerned about the well-being of their neighbors.
The wonderful lady Teresa that is in charge of the community pantry that has helped has just worked to pieces to feed hungry people in the area. Her home is completely gone.
And a lot of the donations that they were giving out had come from that Hanover community pantry as well. Now, I did just talk to the pastor's wife. She said that they have since moved that distribution operation over to the Hanover school. Hearing from the firefighters tonight, they would love a casserole dinner instead of some of the mac and cheese that folks have been bringing by. That said, if you do want to bring donations, they've had a lot of questions about clothing donations. There's really not any place to put that right now, so they're recommending folks get in touch with the God's Pantry folks, the charity in Fountain, to try and handle some of those donations for that as well. Watching out for you, Eastern El Paso County. Andy Cohen, News 5.